Just going to go live to Facebook. Awesome. I think we're live. Great to see you for day 3 of Holiday Harmony. 3 days to bringing mindfulness. I've been checking in and we've been talking about the benefits, the risks of not being present and showing up for your kids and kiddos, and the benefits of being there. And today we're going to talk about techniques. First, quick reminder of who I am. My name is Mary Gugesberg. I'm the owner and founder of MKG Parent Coach, where the mission is bringing mindfulness, kindness, and gratitude to every parenting situation. I'm a mom myself, super excited, looking forward to having my kiddos home over winter break. And thank you. Thank you for taking time to pause in your day, watch the replay, or be here joining me live. Great to have you. So we've touched on harmony, holiday harmony, and just a quick reminder, Merriam-Webster defines harmony as a balanced, pleasing, or suitable arrangement of parts. Who doesn't think of music, right? When you think of harmony and all the beautiful parts that compose a song or music. Some words that I think of when I think of harmony also include peace, tranquility, solidarity, compatibility, collaboration, evenness. I love the visual that I found here, that evenness or balance. And is that the vision you have for your holiday and winter break? I hope so. And I hope I can give you some techniques to bring it. So the first gift I want to remind you is there's a gift in being present, first to yourself, and then to those that are blessed to be in your comfort, those that it'll ripple, right? It'll ripple out. And a reminder that I am using the word mindfulness, presence, and mindful awareness. They're all interchangeable in these sessions. And I found this really beautiful quote. Mindfulness is awareness, cultivated by paying attention in a sustained and particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. That's John Kabat-Zinn who said that. On purpose, in the present moment, non-judgmental. So what I like to start with is a guided imagery. So be comfortable, close your eyes, soften your eyes, and check in with how you feel. Do you have some stress? Are you thinking, I don't really have time to watch this holiday harmony video? And when you take that moment to just settle in, giving yourself permission to be here, I would invite you to think of some place where you really feel comfortable. It could be a room in your home. It could be on the beach. It could be walking in a meadow. It could be snuggling with a pet. And once you have that place, what are 5 things that you see? So for me, I can see outside. I see the snow on my neighbor's house. I see pictures of my family. I see the camera for what I'm working on, right? I was holding a cup of tea and I can see the mug that I'm holding my tea. 4 things that you can touch. So when you're in that space, if you visualize being on the beach and you could touch the sand, you can feel the sand. You could touch the water. You could touch a tree that's by. You could touch the towel that you're wrapped in or the chair you're sitting on. And there are 3 things that you can smell. Again, I told you I made a cup of tea, so I can smell the tea. I can smell the candle I have burning on the other side. And I can smell the perfume that I put on this morning. So we did see, smell, touch, hear. I can hear traffic. I can hear an airplane. Maybe if you're in your space of walking in a meadow, you can hear birds. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. You could hear. You could hear me sneeze. Excuse me. And then what's one thing you could taste? So maybe if your place that you were envisioning for our guided imagery is the beach, you could taste almost that salt water. For me, I can taste the cup of tea that I was holding. And if I can invite you back, guided imagery is just one way of bringing harmony to yourself first. And that's what we really want to focus on for this holiday season, is being present now, right here, right now. Remember, we talked about yesterday the risks of not being present. And one thing I'd like to encourage you to think about is living in your authentic self. And when you live in your authentic self, you're living out of faith and love. Faith and love for yourself, oneself, and for others. And when we live out of the opposite of that is living out of our conditioned self. And that's when we're in that fear and worry. How long do you think, if you have stepped into that conditioned self, and that's when that disorganization happens, that's when the harmony is not settling into our home, right? And how long do you think that has been, that conditioned self has been, that fear, that worry has been showing up for you? It could be a lifetime, could be the only way you ever remember it. Or it could be, it's only this month because you have this mile-long to-do list. You're trying to figure out how to get it all in, and that's causing that fear, that worry. Maybe that's part of where procrastination comes from, because we're trying so hard to get it perfect that we just procrastinate on it rather than just jumping in and being authentic and living out of faith and love. When we talk about feelings and our conditioned and authentic self, it's super important to bring awareness to the importance of exploring one's own feelings and remembering that feelings come and feelings go, just like the tide there, the water, waves wash in and waves wash out. Water doesn't just stay in, right? When you're at the ocean, it washes back out, just like an emotion. And that's a good reminder that they come and they go. So when we have these emotions, I think it's really helpful to pause and explore your feelings. And this is a great acronym to use to practice being mindful and staying in the present for yourself. And one way is to recognize it's the word rain, and it's to recognize what you're feeling currently and just, what am I feeling? And right now it might be, wow, I'm feeling frustrated. I'm feeling frustrated because my kiddos didn't listen. And then pause and step in to analyze. Why? When I have this feeling, what's my reaction? And is my reaction that I yell? And if you remember, we talked about flip your lid. Is the reaction that I yell and I flip my lid? Or, and if you can't remember flip your lid, go back. We talked about that in the first video, I believe. So you flipped your lid, but the opposite of that is maybe pause and go, do I retreat? And I don't respond. I don't stay in it. And that's that taking time now to inquire, why do I act this way? And could it be my conditioned response, even from childhood? And that's where we want to just acknowledge it, inquire why this is here, and then nurture it. And when I say nurture, it's, hey, thanks for bringing this up to me. And this is your self-talk, right? Thanks for bringing this up to me. I got to let you know I got this. And you recognize, analyze, inquire, and then nurture. And there's many things you can do before you respond. Taking a belly breath, right? Breathing in, holding it for 4 seconds, and then letting it go. And while you're doing that, that's that time to practice the RAIN: recognize, analyze, inquire, and nurture. I think it's really important when we're talking about techniques that we also talk about prioritizing time for yourself. So, what's one thing that you can do for yourself that has nothing to do with your kiddos? It could be getting up 5 minutes earlier, having a cup of tea, coffee, whatever is your thing, and just pausing and looking in nature. These things help fill your own cup because we cannot pour from an empty cup, right? And remember the importance. You have to secure your own oxygen mask first, then you can help others. Another question might be that helps prioritize time for yourself is, what brings you joy? Is it a bubble bath? Is it a walk in nature? And then I told you we're going to talk about techniques today. So some techniques, after you've practiced the RAIN, that recognize, analyze, inquire, and nurture, what are some ways that you can bring calm into this situation to have that holiday harmony, right? So there's some, I have a long list, so get ready. One is when you feel your temperature rising and you're close to flipping your lid, one practice to bring that back into alignment is to go wash your hands. Maybe what I'm doing, I'm holding a cup of warm something. It is to take a drink. You take a drink of water, a drink of whatever you have, or your beverage that you have for the moment, cup of tea, cup of coffee. Sometimes people carry a token, and that's that token. Just touching in can help reprogram your brain. And I have a visual of family pets. Family pets are another great way, and you just get to snuggle with that animal, play with it. And some other ways that you could practice the calm is journaling, poetry, songwriting, color, draw, do a crossword puzzle. Laughter is a fabulous way of practicing the calm. What if you're trying to get your kiddos into their jammies at night and they are wild and they're fighting against you? And what if you just incorporated laughter? Invite them to stand like a robot and now be a silly squirrel, and just bring the giggles in. Another thing to help practice the calm is create a music playlist. And you can go to that playlist to just bring back yourself to that grounded place. Many times people need to do a physical activity. It could be exercise, cleaning, vacuuming in the house. Squeeze something. If you like a stress ball, you have a squeeze something, or pop bubble wrap. Some people like fidget spinners. I'm a walker. I like to just be in nature and dance. Just dance around your kitchen and have fun. So once you've figured out what brings you joy, I really want to encourage you, especially as this wild scheduling time happens, we get overscheduled, is to put on your family calendar, prioritizing yourself and taking time, literally scheduling it for that morning coffee, for that morning walk. If what rejuvenates you is being in your book club, not missing it here in the month of December. When we teach our kiddos and ourselves about our emotions, that's when we learn how to name it to tame it. And that's when, if I start to feel my emotions rising, I'm going to flip my lid, having the language to say, hey, I need a minute because mom is feeling overwhelmed. I just need a minute to catch my breath. Think about a beautiful message that's teaching your kiddos. And this month, it might mean downloading an app like Calm or Headspace and just really paying attention to what's happening with your own thoughts and emotions. Prioritizing you could be trying a new activity. It's trying a new recipe. It's learning a new skill. And prioritizing you also means talking to other people, connecting with trusted support, whether that's a therapist or a coach. I think it's so important to not be afraid to ask for help. So I hope all three of these messages help you bring holiday harmony to both the holiday season and winter break. And actually, obviously, this applies to all year long. But like I said, sometimes we need to have more people in a room. And this is the opportunity. You can reach out to me. I am one of the many that could be a part of your support circle. We have a private Facebook group where that is just the online village that people crave. And reach out. I'm here for a free connection call where we can talk through your parenting pressures. You will find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. I have a private group and a business page. And let's connect, because parents were not meant to do this alone. You have tools, you have people that want to support you. Thank you so much for taking time to jump in and be a part of my 3-day workshop. I wish you well. I wish you harmony this holiday season, and I look forward to connecting again soon. Best to you.